I was just sitting here talking to God about women. I told my father, I ain't tell him nothing. I asked when I was talking to him. I said, now that I sit here and think about it, I really ain't never had a woman to call my own. Because I really have been alone now. I always had to share them all. And I noticed everybody got a woman. And I don't know if y'all know this, but we all got a woman that's ours, that's assigned to us. I thought that was beautiful. And I told God, I said, I want my woman. And my grandma told me who she was 3 to 4 years ago. I seen her on social media, but I ain't never met her. She done text me like once or twice, but I never met her. But I see her on social media and stuff. I used to, I ain't seen her in a while lately. But my grandma, she told me that's her. That's her right there. And God wouldn't tell me because God says it's a secret gift. He said, that's her right there. So it's almost like we've been following each other. But I was talking to God. I said, I want my woman. Mine. Something I can call mine. If I got a woman, I want my woman. Mine. You know, when they yours, even when they go out on you, they coming back because they yours. They feel you. They cut from you just like that flame. That went crazy. I feel for her a little bit, but she just playing a role. I'm going to be real with y'all. The story I heard about her in the Astro before I even came into this mess, she is very high vibrational on the Astro side. Well, then she was. Well, I don't know. I seen two people. I seen one that was high vibrational in the dark, and I seen one high vibrational in the Astro. I mean, in the heavens. So I don't know which one of which. But, the one I seen in the dark, they said don't say that one. Okay. I ain't gonna say that one. I ain't gonna say that one. But it was like she was coming up on an assembly line or something like that. Let me shut up, bro. But anyway, it was like she just here to help steer everything in the right direction. So when you look at the role she playing, it look extravagant. But she's a powerhouse, you know what I'm saying? In the Astro, I feel like she's a powerhouse, bro. But she really just playing her role. And it's like everything navigates to her like it's supposed to. Just like it's supposed to. And I talked to her about it, and it's like something, whatever entity inside her talked to me through her. She never talked to me. When she first get here to me, she be excited and talking and tell me all these lies. But immediately after her being in my presence for 5 minutes, she'll switch up and tell me the truth about everything. She know my feelings, emotions, and everything. And she'll be like, cheer up, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what she'll say, cheer up. Like my grandma talking through her. Damn, calm down. That's how they be. Like my father told me, smile through all this. I just never really smiled, you know. I never liked the way I smiled when I was in school taking pictures. So I just stopped smiling, you know what I'm saying? That's how I got that nickname Gray on the other side. I do the fake smile. I guess that ain't good enough. But, you know. But, yeah, so it's like, that's why I couldn't get mad at her. Because she playing her role and she playing it well. I was destined to be with somebody in particular in this lifetime so we can come back together. And us coming back together in this physical somehow unite us in the spiritual. And it empowers us. It empowers us in both realms. It empowers us in both realms. It empowers us greatly. But we won't know this part until we actually come together and be with each other. I know this to be true because I had to do the same thing to another particular individual. And that's the way a lot of this came to fruition. All this came to working out because we powerhouses. My whole family tree powerhouses, bro. That's why I was trying to tell her, I was begging y'all, I was talking, I was screaming at y'all. Y'all thought I would complain, but I think y'all starting to realize them lectures wasn't for myself. I was telling y'all to understand your ranking. Understand your ranking. Because you will detach yourself from a high-ranking being and reattach yourself to somebody low-ranking. So understand your ranking. And for me, it's nothing on this planet worth losing your ranking, more or less your relationship with God. Nothing. 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 Nothing on this planet worth losing your relationship with God. You know, if God put you with somebody, believe me, that's where you're supposed to be at. And I was just looking at this message today. It was like some people like Earth, just love Earth. And I said, that must be them devil vessels and stuff. Them Satan and devil vessels. They must do stuff to stay on Earth. Because now that I done got the hang of this stuff, it's easy. I ain't gonna say it's easy to go to heaven, but it ain't as difficult to go to heaven like I thought it was. It's just about being real. That's it. You can put all the religion aside, you can put all the spiritual stuff aside. It's about being real, and it's about who you being real to. You can only really be real to God. And as long as you real to God, you're gonna be real to everybody around you. As long as you love God, you're gonna love everybody around you. You can be in any field and make it to heaven. As long as you're real. It might be more challenging depending on the field, but just as long as you're real. That's it. Thank you. It's loud. But yeah, so it was like, I guess that thing trying to tell me cash cows over there saying I'm sorry. Cash cows over there. But yeah. So this whole experience been pretty good. But anyway, like I was saying about the lover, I told God, if I got a love, I want my lover. I want something belong to me. I done seen everybody else get their own lovers. I never got to get my own love. I always had to share all of them. I want something belong to me. Can't wait to come home to me. Can't wait to see me. No matter if they cheating on me. Can't wait to be with me. That's what I want. Something that's mine. That's it. If I got a lover, first and foremost, I want God to give it to me. And I want it to be mine. Not where I'm possessively over-controlling, but to the point where I see it in the streets. I saw it in the streets my whole life. I seen great cheaters. I always loved one individual. That's the kind of love I want. I don't want you to be a great cheater, but I want you to, no matter what you do out here, you're going to always want to come back to me. My lover. So I guess I never came across my real lover. Amen.